swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please be seated. Well, Dr. Ryan, it's quite an eventful week. Only a few days ago, we swore in a new director of the CIA, and here we are today, already dealing with the agency's first world news story. Now, as much as I share in the country's relief at the neutralizing of this unprecedented threat, I also feel that the American people deserve answers as to the details of how we got here.
I agree.
I'm glad to hear it.
Members of this honorable committee, I, not so long ago, stood in front of you and I promised to eliminate any compromised operations that were left behind by our predecessors. I also said that this agency could not and should not survive if it were ever to serve any other interests other than those of the American people. But I admit I had ulterior motives. My real goal, however naive, was to prove to those American people that our system of government as a whole could once again be trusted. I failed. That harsh realization came to me in the exact moment that my team was risking their lives to seize and disarm 5 biochemical weapons that had made their way into our very own backyard. That moment it became very clear that, as you said, sir, how we got here, well, it could no longer solely be attributed to outside forces.
Dr. Ryan, I'm sorry. I'm just not sure that we follow. To what end?
Senator, you began today by saying that this country is under an unprecedented threat. Well, I believe you're right. But ironically, it was Zayara Limos, the now deceased architect of the strike, who in her delusion was actually the one to reveal the true nature of that threat. And it was not the plan that she attempted to pull off. It was the very real weakness within our own system that gave her the confidence to attempt this at all.
Dr. Ryan, this fails to answer my question. Once again, you have broken protocols to avert a strike.
You're absolutely right. I did not follow protocols. My team and I acted on instinct and tried to stop the perceived threat by any means necessary. Our actions in Croatia forced Zayara Limos to expedite an endgame that had long been in motion. An endgame I imagine was meticulously planned and prepared for. An endgame that, if disrupted, could lead to mistakes.
Dr. Ryan, what kind of mistakes?
The little ones, Senator. For instance, I had no idea that every single vehicle carrier that comes across our border into the United States needs to be pre-registered, pre-weighed, pre-approved. I'm sure Senator Henshaw knew that, being the senator from the great state of Texas.
Of course.
And then he would also know that the only way to expedite any shipment of any kind into this country, well, that would take a direct authorization from someone only in the highest levels of our government.
Dr. Ryan, I fail to see your point.
My point is, Senator, it's taken me a long time, but I finally realized that no matter how hard I try, no matter how many protocols I break, I will never have the real power in this government. Not like the power you have, sir. Power to sign a document just like this. Is that your signature, Senator Henshaw?
I have no idea what you...
Because if it is, I hold here evidence of Senator Henshaw's complicity in the attempted strike.
How dare you?
Bribes orchestrated by Adebayo Asoji, who is currently in custody, in return for large-scale donations to Senator Henshaw's re-election campaign.
Dr. Ryan, I demand a retraction.
No, sir, your ability to demand anything just vanished. Because you are the weakness that Miss Limos was talking about. And I pray to God that you were ignorant to her greater ambition, to the 5 cities and countless lives that you put at risk. But if you were, it was your greed that made you blind. When it comes to the safety of the American people, I believe that blindness of that magnitude as good as pulling the trigger.
Dr. Ryan, you listen to me.
No, sir, you listen. That is the sound of your country telling you it deserves better.
Dr. Ryan, you will be seated.